Good morning, I'm Pastor Tully, here with my Wednesday morning message. I got 3 things to talk about today. What I've read, what I'm gonna read, and something else that's coming up next week, the Atlanta Hunger Walk. So first, what I've read. I've been working my way through the whole New Testament this Lent. I started with Matthew, and then I read Hebrew, James, and Jude. I'm doing this kind of unique way of reading the Bible where I start with the gospel and then I read the corresponding letters in the rest of the New Testament that go with it. So I read Matthew, not really my favorite. I read Hebrews. I really enjoyed Hebrews. Hebrews is sort of like a book on theology. I got a lot of books on theology back here, and Hebrews is the first one. Much of the New Testament is just stories. It's stories about Jesus, stories about Paul, and about other people. But Hebrews isn't really a story. It's sort of a different kind of thing. It's a sermon, or it's a theology lesson. So that was really fun. Then I read James. James is a short book. I haven't really studied James a lot, but it's really good. It's packed full of how to live and how to act. People often talk about the Bible as being, a guidebook for how you should live. Well, that is James right there. Bam, all in one little book. Jude, even shorter book. It's all about false teachers, kind of tucked in there. One chapter right before John's Revelation. So Thursday, tomorrow, I'll begin a new track of the Bible, and I'm going to start with Mark. Mark is the shortest of the 4 Gospels. It's very action-packed. Mark uses the word immediately a lot. So those of you who are reading along with me, now is a good time to start take reading with me. If you haven't already, that's okay. If you didn't get to Matthew, don't worry about it. Let's start tomorrow with Mark. And as you're reading it, really take note of the word immediately and how Mark uses that word a lot and to kind of transition from one story to the next. Another thing that's really interesting about Mark, if you're working your way through it, you'll read this, I think, on Saturday. Mark has 3 endings. There's the way that Mark originally ended, that just kind of ends with the people being afraid. And then there's this sort of shorter couple verses that were added on by someone else a little bit later on. And then there's an even longer ending that was added on after that. So a really interesting way of thinking about that as you read through Mark. Lastly, the Atlanta Hunger Walk. I'm going to be doing a virtual hunger walk this year to support the Atlanta Community Food Bank and to support the PCR Food Pantry here in Rockdale County. You can find a link in the description below to join our walking team. You can walk yourself and raise money, or you can sponsor me. Now, I made a crazy bet with somebody, and I lost that bet, and that is that if I get enough sponsors, I'm going to shave my head. I'm a little nervous about it, so actually I kind of don't know why I'm telling you about this. Maybe don't give, because I don't want to have to shave my head or cut my hair into a mohawk. I think I would look really weird bald. Yeah, so what do you think? Are you willing to give money to embarrass me and help feed hungry people? I kind of hope you aren't. All right, thanks for watching.